So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is David, not Neris, and this is I Know My First Name is David, because I just told you what it is. I hope everybody's doing well, and this finds you safe, and that's making you well as well. Well, it's Juneteenth, which up until last December, I had no idea. But since it is Juneteenth, and it's the first time that we're actually recognizing it as a fucking country, which is just bizarre. Juneteenth was June 19th, 1921, and June 19th, 1865. It was to commemorate the end of slavery in Texas, meaning the furthest state out. They got noticed, like, hey, Emancipation Proclamation, all that other stuff, all the slaves are free. But it isn't the exact day that the Emancipation Proclamation was a few days before that. So, anyhow, excuse me a second. Check this out. I wasn't expecting to do an unboxing video, my first of its kind. Oh shit. Jeff Bezo's butthole. Jeff Bezo's butthole has pooped this out for me to consume. It's the Fire TV stick. See, my PS4 blew up, and I'm having a hard time trying to decide if I want to buy another power supply and see if that will cure it, or just let it die. Because PS5s are coming out, there's suddenly a super shortage on them. So the streaming through my Sony Blu-ray player hasn't been working out too hot, so I decided, since everything's Amazon for my Kindle and all that other stuff, I might as well just get a Fire Stick. I'm gonna have to get a lot of subscriptions. Oh, you can get Sony Crackle, Amazon Music. You know, I got a lot of music on Amazon Music, you know, that I've bought over the years. Because Jeff Bezos' butthole, you gotta love it. You gotta love Jeff Bezos' butthole. Oh, Juneteenth. So in Watchmen, when Watchmen premiered, the first episode starts with this crazy freaking massacre in the streets of Tulsa in 1921. And I was like, yeah, it's so freaking graphic and crazy that you're like, you know, your first response, especially as a white dude, is like, dude, this really happened? Like, why didn't I know about it? And as a soldier, like, just being a fucking somebody who thinks he's somewhat a well-read adult, like, not knowing about it really kind of chapped my ass. And then after that, I've actually met a couple of the right after I saw it, went and sat in on a seminar or whatever you want to call it, with the couple who are members of the camera team for a bunch of the scenes, and, you know, talking to them, and then all of a sudden everything's steamrolling, and then now we're in this whole coronavirus, COVID-19. Okay, so anyhow, where we're all wearing masks, and so HBO is actually letting you stream it free for the next 3 days if you want, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so I suggest, if you didn't know, I talked to one of my friends this morning. Yeah, I talked to one friend this morning, and she had no idea. And I'm like, well, hey, just watch the first episode, and you can do no wrong. In fact, I might even call her later. Actually, I'm not going to call her just to, like, say, hey. I'm not going to call her and say, hey, just watch HBO if you want to quit feeling so white. Jeff Bezos. So I also ordered this, and I received it yesterday from Jeff Bezos' butthole. Is Roots. I don't think I've actually watched this. Okay, first I want to start with, I originally remember watching this in 1977 with my mom. It might have been one of the when they were rerun, but I remember it was very important for me to watch it. She wanted me to watch it, and yeah, I'm glad she did. Yeah, so when I was 5, so it's just like, then just recently, after I watched Watchmen, I think my Uncle Mike even called me while I was watching Watchmen. He one of the things he said to me was just like, "Hey, your mom loved everyone, David." Like, he wanted me to understand that my mom loved everyone. And so with all of this that's going on right now, when like questioning if I'm part of the problem or if I've been part of the solution or what have I done, I'm happy to say that I probably could have done better, but for the most part, I think we're trying to say like we should have been doing more to begin with, and what more can we do? And I think that's and it's also bringing out a lot of the fucking shitheads. There's a lot of people on Trump's side that are like really have some real issues, like, and it's that's where I'm coming, like, kind of wondering right now, since I've been working on just my own issues, is mental health of everybody. Like, do you have to, I mean, shouldn't you get a mental health screening before you run for president? Is that a thing that happens? I mean, I don't know what that really means. I did some stuff with Vectorworks last week and some stuff with Illustrator doing storyboards. Vectorworks is like a CAD type program, so I had to import these pictures and stuff and dress this set, design this set. It was kind of a lot of fun. Wish I could have done more. We ran into little problems with making 3D objects and putting them into place, because it's all, CAD. I think I said that. CAD. You ever just sit around and start saying words like CAD? Anyhow, so it's CAD. And then I just kind of threw myself into making storyboards. But the thing is, if you look, because the people in the storyboards look like me, I'm actually compositing pictures and stuff and then tracing over them. And that was a lot of fun. And that's what actually kept me from actually working on the Vectorworks stuff. So there you go. There you go. I bought Out of Our Heads. I don't know if I can't remember if I've talked about this on the last episode. But I got Out of Our Heads by the Rolling Stones. And this is probably my favorite album, like, ever recorded. Charlie's kick drum on Mercy Mercy just is like, that's the sound. And she said, yeah, is the sound. Like, this is the sound that's in my soul. I want this played. After I die, when everybody's hanging out. Hey, leave a comment down below if you want me to actually do my top 100 albums. Yeah, I love this album. I think you would love it too. Go ahead and get it. Get it today. And then because of that, I got King Kong and the Shrines, the Supreme Genius King Kong and the Shrines. This album, I'm keeping it in the shrink wrap because I love that all sales are final. I found out about King Kong when Jenny and I went through Memphis and we stopped at the Goner record store because she was like really big into the Goner message boards and stuff at the time. I picked up the Supreme Genius of King Kong, and I think that's what we got. That's what we listened to on the way out of town. This is like, I think 3 of his albums all squished into one. Like, they picked like the best songs off of multiple releases and then put this out. And so this, I got the download for this one, which it's got songs from like Destroyer from what is it, Mr. Super? It's not Mr. Super, no, Mr. Supernatural. Yeah, it's got Destroyer from Mr. Supernatural. And then a few of his other albums, but this one's got the best cover. I think, hands down, is the best cover. Like, I was like really getting into it and looking at it, and because we're having to write characters and stuff for school, so I'm like all like, dude, what is this guy? Like, who? I mean, I can see scenes with all these people and who they are, and he lives in Berlin. I should just like reach out to him maybe and just be like, hey, like, help me write a script about you. Because I could just see a movie right here. I mean, he's Indo-Canadian. What more could you want? And then Welfare Bread, I think right now is probably my all-time favorite song. King Kong and the Shrines, highly recommended. This is also why I think this caused me to get the Stones, and then the Stones caused me to get the other one. But this is Idle No More. This is This album just kicks so much fucking ass that like you're stupid if you don't listen to it. Before I go, I also want to say I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Ryan Gill and his new video release called "Everybody Can Hear You Doing Laundry," and the video is tight. I freaking love it. It's like deep synths and like heavy drums. It actually kind of reminds me of "Fucking in the Bushes" by Oasis, which was in my hand. But we're going to talk about Oasis next time on I Know My First Name is David. Jeff Bezos' butthole. We're all eating shit from Jeff Bezos' butthole. Jeff Bezos' butthole.